So, is AI going to take your job? Let's see.
All right, here's a question. Could the rise of artificial intelligence lead to job losses for everyday Americans trying to make ends meet? Our next guest, who is the CEO of one of the most powerful AI companies in the world, says we are heading for a catastrophic employment crisis that no one is talking about. Well, we are going to talk about it with Dario Amodei, who is the CEO of Anthropic. He joins me now. Dario, thank you so much for joining us. You have a critical message for us this morning. So how many job losses are we talking about here, and who is at risk?
So just to back up a bit, I've been working on AI for 10 years, and probably the thing I've noticed most about it is how fast it's making progress. 2 years ago, it was at the level of a smart high school student. Now it's probably at the level of a smart college student and reaching beyond that. And on one hand, I think there's a number of very positive things that are going to happen. I used to be a biologist. I think AI has exactly the kind of skills that are needed to cure important diseases like cancer and Alzheimer's, to provide cheaper energy, many positive things. But exactly those same kind of skills, things like summarizing a document, brainstorming, putting together a financial report, makes me worry a lot that entry-level jobs in areas like finance, consulting, tech, many other areas like that, entry-level white-collar work, I worry that those things are going to be first augmented, but before long replaced by AI systems, and that we may indeed, it's hard to predict the future, but we may indeed have a serious employment crisis on our hands as the pipeline for these early stage white-collar work starts to us.
So basically, he's saying the entry-level white-collar jobs are going to be hit first by AI. So that's actually worrying for India. India, if you know, is one of the largest exporter of IT services. And a lot of our freshly graduated students are entering these entry-level white-collar jobs, like in so many IT companies. So those jobs are probably going to be replaced by AI. And that means that's going to increase the unemployment rate in the country. That's actually a worrying sign for India.
In the United States, 1.9 million jobs were lost directly due to AI adoption. In China, 1.2 million jobs were lost in logistics and basic manufacturing.
Right.
In India, 650,000 IT service jobs were lost, and so on in many countries.
So China is a major manufacturer of the world. So they are losing jobs in warehousing and logistics. India is losing jobs in IT and IT-related services.
And all of these add up to around 5 million jobs in all.
That's a lot.
Let's look at the worst affected sectors. First is customer service and call center.
There you go.
They were the first in the line of fire, and the reason is automation. Using AI-powered chatbots and virtual assistants. Globally, around 1.2 million jobs were lost in this sector thanks.
Yeah, anytime you open a customer care or customer support on your app, I think it's not going to the agents first. It's not going to a human, it's going to a bot these days, right? We've all experienced that. And the regions affected by this is US. I mean, I wouldn't have thought US had customer service or call centers. It's all in India and Philippines. So India and Philippines definitely the most hit because of this. So are you a person who works in call center or worked in a call center? Let me know in the comments.
2. IT services and tech support. Again, AI now handles basic troubleshooting, software testing, and back-end tasks.
Right.
So estimated jobs lost are around 850,000.
Wow.
3. Warehousing and logistics. AI-driven robots work in factories. Sorting, packing, and inventory management is automated. So globally, 1.1 million jobs have been cut.
Right.
4. Administrative and clerical jobs.
Yes.
AI tools are now doing the heavy lifting here. They're handling scheduling, data entry, invoice processing, and reporting.
And even I think they're also going through resumes, picking candidates for interviews. And maybe there will be a time when the AI is doing interviews where you will have to sit and talk to an AI, answer its questions, and the AI will decide whether you're selected or not. That time is not very far from us. Anyway, I also heard that IBM has laid off around 8,000 people who were part of the admin and HR related departments. So it is happening. It is happening. But some people are still in denial. If you see, I just saw this video where a woman who was laid off from her job recorded this on TikTok. Let's see what she has to say.
So I'm seeing a bunch of people on LinkedIn be like, oh, the layoffs happened because AI is writing everyone's code. Are you guys dumb? Have you never written a line of code in your life? Like, this only makes you look more stupid.
Why?
Do you think we were waking up being like, oh, we don't have work to do today because AI wrote all my code. Oh my God, I guess I'm just gonna chill and do nothing all day. No, we were all doing real work. Every single one of the 7,000 people that got laid off yesterday had a real job and woke up working on something, having a project in progress that was abruptly cut. Not even our managers, not even their managers knew. There was no planning ahead. This is nothing but a puppet show to drive stock prices up and down.
What?
This has nothing to do with AI taking over our jobs. And any company that tells you AI is writing its code is fucking lying to you. It can help us write code, but It is nowhere near a place where it can replace a software engineer, let alone 7,000.
Well, I'm not a software engineer. I have no knowledge about coding, but she seems to be a software engineer who just got laid off. And I think the company probably told her that it's because of AI. So I don't think companies would do that unless they have a solid plan. She's saying that companies are doing that just to boost their stock prices, which seems like a conspiracy theory. But if they have laid off 7,000 people, obviously the companies would have done their research. Only then they would have decided to take this drastic step. But she has just got laid off. She's probably emotional and she's probably in denial. I don't know. But that's the news we're getting from people who got laid off. It's not just these back-end office works and software engineers who are at risk. It's also some high-level professionals. For example, this person I saw has something to say. He's a doctor.
And look where we are right now. And AI is getting better every single week. Imagine where we'll be in a year or two. And this is why I say the medical profession, which historically is full of arrogance, full of pride, full of thinking that they are immune from technological changes, they have no idea what is coming to them. So many doctors that I even interact with regularly are hopelessly blindsided on what's about to happen. And am I saying that all doctors are bad or doctors are going to be out of jobs in their thousands? Not saying that, but I'm saying that we're entering a brave new era.
That's true.
I think this is a good thing. Patients everywhere should be empowered. And let's be quite frank here. AI or not, the current medical system, the medical profession, which is completely sold out to big government, big business, insurance industries, you name it, complete sellout. They totally deserve to be in a bit of trouble here and have a situation where millions of people, this is merely one example, I'm telling you, there will be many other examples like this where AI can be used and completely bypass doctors. They will not be needed, especially for non-urgent issues. And doctors better get ready. I mean, maybe over time, even more urgent issues can be addressed by AI. And I'm approaching this from a position of wanting the best healthcare for people, wanting health and wellness for as many people as possible. I still think that good doctors will always be very needed, and especially when AI comes in, that will help distinguish the good doctors from the robotic doctors, because to be quite frank, the system is so bad. How could AI be any worse than that? And at its core, medicine is about giving people solutions to their health problems, ruling out.
Anyway, so that's what he says as a doctor, and clearly he's not happy with the system, the medical system, and how it has become a big industry, especially in the US. I think it's probably one of the biggest industries. And he's also talking about how some doctors are so arrogant that they're not even thinking about AI taking their jobs, and they're just full of pride and everything. Well, he's also saying that the AI is becoming better and better every day, so it can handle a lot of patients and probably even write prescriptions and do diagnosis. And probably they need somebody at the top who can oversee such things. But at least the day-to-day basic stuff the AI can handle, and in the future probably even more serious and emergency cases can be handled by AI. That's what he's saying. We don't know if we are there yet. Only time will tell. So the point is, it's not just low-level white-collar jobs that are at risk. Even doctors like him are at risk. Imagine you have to study for 20 years just to look at a scan or an X-ray and find out what's wrong with that person. The AI can probably do that much better than you or faster than you. It doesn't have to take 20 years to learn what's wrong with the person just by looking at a scan or an X-ray, right? So doctors are definitely needed. They are the lifesavers of the society. But it is an industry. Whatever you say, it is an industry, and industries run for profit. So if a doctor is paid in lakhs, probably he is going to be replaced by an AI. The AI is not going to cost a hospital that much. It's probably just a monthly subscription fee. Doctors are also not immune to AI. Now, you may have the question, are there any jobs which are not at risk because of AI? Yeah, there are a few jobs like that. If you see, there is a list of jobs, 65 jobs to be exact, with the lowest risk of automation. Let's see what those jobs are. Okay, nurse practitioners, choreographers, physician assistants, mental health counselors, coaches and scouts, athletic trainers, marriage and family therapists. I'm not sure about that. I've heard a lot about ChatGPT being your own personal therapist. In fact, I use my ChatGPT as my own personal therapist. Art therapist, music therapist, fitness and wellness coordinators, psychology teachers, physicists. Okay, basically, I think most of these jobs are something to do with your physical presence, like fitness and wellness coordinators. I don't think the AI can train you at a gym or train you how to do an exercise. You can probably watch videos on YouTube, but probably that's not going to be as effective, right? But these jobs which require a physical presence, or probably some jobs like psychiatrists which require a nuanced understanding of the human psyche, all those jobs are not probably at a major risk of being replaced by AI. But other jobs, like we saw already, they are probably going to be replaced very soon. And if you are a person who's doing such a job, it's time for you to think about upskilling yourself, reskilling yourselves, and be future ready. Otherwise, it's going to come as a shock to you. One day, your company might call you and say, it's time for you to leave. So please be prepared, is what I'm saying. So that's all for today. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.